Hello, and welcome to the 7-minute summary of our new 85-minute DVD on the Holy Shroud, the new evidence of authenticity. The details of this can be found on our website, shroudimage.com. We will do a forensic review, as is done in criminology, using the Shroud photos of Barry Schwartz, the official Shroud photographer. No cloth in history has been so studied as has been the Shroud of Turin, nor has any cloth so caught the fascination of the world. Is it the ancient burial cloth of Jesus, providing in its linen the story of his crucifixion and resurrection? And what do modern blood and DNA studies reveal? Are there images of flowers, as well as pollen, soil, and limestone that trace its origins? And what do pathologists have to say about the wounds and the weapons that created them? New forensic, scientific, historical, and theological evidence are discussed in this intriguing presentation accompanied by many colorful photos. We will take you on an exciting journey, showing you first the history of the shroud in art, starting with King Abgar of Edessa in 40 AD, holding the folded shroud, and then the image found in the walls of the city of Edessa in Turkey in 535 AD, showing the man with long hair, a beard, and a mustache, and then an image in 944 showing the Byzantine emperor holding the long 14-foot shroud, and then the Hungarian Prey manuscript of 1192 showing the full length of the shroud, all prior to the carbon 14 medieval dating. We will view the first images of Jesus in the catacombs and in catacomb art, showing him with short hair, no beard, and no mustache in the Roman style, prior to the discovery of the real shroud in 535 in the walls of Edessa, where we see the change in art to Jesus with long hair, a mustache, and a beard. And also the 7th century Christ Pantocrator, again showing his face as it appeared on the shroud. We will spend considerable time discussing the work of the Shroud of Turin research project called STIRP in 1978 and onward, as 40 scientists of many denominations studied the shroud, and we will review many discoveries made by this team on the shroud, including the finding of microscopic particles of travertine aragonite, or soil, in the blood of the heel of the right foot and common to the cave tombs, as well as the findings of criminologist and paleontologist Dr. Max Fry, where he discovered some 58 species of pollen on the shroud, consistent with pollen from the area around Jerusalem and its journey to Edessa in Turkey, Constantinople, and Europe, as well as the findings of Israeli botanist Professor Avinoam Danin of Hebrew University of floral images on the shroud, of flowers consistent with the timing and the location in Jerusalem. We'll go through one of the most fascinating findings of male DNA with X and Y chromosomes, and showing a human male blood of a type AB consistent with the Middle East, of a man who died under trauma and stress, on a cloth, of course, always associated with Jesus. We will discuss the findings of pathologists supporting the position of the body in rigor mortis, as it also appears on the shroud. And we will talk about the wounds in the wrist, the cap of thorns, the lance wound on the right side, and the lash marks on both the back and on the chest, consistent with Roman weapons. We'll talk about the sudarium, or the face cloth found by Peter and John in the tomb that was folded to one side and which shows clear consistency with the shroud. We'll also do a careful review of the errors of the carbon-14 test of 1988 as discovered by Joseph Marino and Susan Benford in 2002, who discovered that there were cotton fibers mixed with the linen from a patch rewoven into the shroud in the 16th century as a souvenir by Margaret of Savoy, the daughter of the king, who cut a 3 by 5 patch from the shroud. Most importantly, we will discuss whether the shroud contains in its linen indications of the resurrection. Modern physics points to a form of light involved in the image formation, and while science does not prove the resurrection, it removes obstacles to belief, as we will demonstrate. The New Testament cites many instances of power which emanated from Jesus as he healed the blind, the deaf, the crippled, and even raised Lazarus from the dead. Scientists review evidence of some inexplicable event that supports this power that comes to play somehow in the resurrection of Jesus. This event is supported by the Transfiguration, where Jesus turns to light. The findings of the cloth to body distance of the image, as noted by Dr. Paul Vignon, the findings of three-dimensionality by physicists Dr. John Jackson and Dr. Eric Jumper on the NASA VP8 image analyzer, and the creation of the hologram by Dr. Petrus Soon and his team in the Netherlands are discussed. To obtain a copy of this 85-minute DVD, please visit our website, shroudimage.com. Again, that is shroudimage, one word, .com. Thank you very much.